As a famous frog once said, it ain't easy being green, especially when the company who supports you doesn't seem to have much of that green themselves. Hey everyone, this is Kevin T. Rodriguez, film critic of iCritic.net, and today's movie review, for those of you who are not aware, because I do print reviews, is for Super Size Me 2 Holy Chicken. Check the link below to read that in full. Anyway, let's talk about the Muppets today. I have talked about the Muppets a few times on this channel. It's not a secret that I am a fan of the Muppets, although I've had very mixed feelings with how the Walt Disney Company has handled the Muppets. First of all, I am fully aware of the fact that, hey, if Disney didn't buy the Muppets, we probably wouldn't have any more Muppets. And Disney has produced some very good Muppet products, and then some that's not so good. Some of the good stuff, The Muppets Most Wanted, and The Muppets TV show. I know a lot of people had mixed reactions about that one, but I personally liked it. And then less so great stuff. I'm not a huge fan of the Muppet Babies, although admittingly it's for preschoolers. It's not made for me. And I didn't like the Muppet Wizard of Oz very much. I'm sorry, no offense to Ashanti. She did like a fine job. It was just overall not very good. I thought the Quentin Tarantino cameo was honestly the best thing about it. But anyway, so Disney does not seem to know what to do with the Muppets these days. They did have, as I mentioned, a Muppets TV show on ABC, which actually debuted to very good ratings, and yet it got less and less viewers as it went on, and as I at least opinionated in a video that a lot of you might have actually seen because it got a lot of views, actually. A new team of executives came in at ABC, and I think they just canceled everything that just wasn't a guaranteed hit, because I did hear rumors that there was going to be a second season planned because there was going to be a Muppet Land in Disney World. Well, the Disney World Muppet Land got canceled. In fact, the Muppet Vision 3D has been replaced with Mickey's PhilharMagic in California Adventure, so that's not even there anymore. And we find out that one of the main reasons I subscribe to Disney Plus, a new Muppet show has been scrapped. This is according to the Hollywood Reporter. Creators Adam Horowitz and Eddie Kittis, which from Once Upon a Time, and Josh Gad Frozen have walked away from the scripted comedy called Muppets Live Another Day, which they had been quietly at work on for months. Well, I don't know if it was quietly at work on. We knew it was supposed to come. And Disney Plus has opted to abandon work on the series, though never officially announced. The project has been in the works since at least February. Well, I think it has been announced. That's why, we knew about it. Sources say the creative differences arose after producers Muppet Studios recently changed executives. That seems to be a reoccurring theme with these Muppet things, doesn't it? Kittis, Horowitz, and Gad had been prepping what they playfully refer to as Muppets 1984, an 8-episode limited series that took place after the events of Muppets Take Manhattan. Kittis and Horowitz had been working directly with Muppet Studios VP Debbie McClellan on the project. However, McClellan recently departed, and Disney CEO Bob Iger tapped Disney Parks Live Entertainment Senior VP David Lightbody to take over Muppet Studios. Lightbody, sources say, wanted to do his own take on the Muppets, while Kittis, Horowitz, and Gad felt strongly about their vision for the show. Again, this parallels what we talked about the last time the Muppets got canceled. New executive comes in, wants to do their own spin on it. And here's the thing. It should be noted, the original Muppet series, well, not original, but, the Muppets on ABC, I wish they had just called it Muppets Live Tonight or something like that. Was on a correction course, I believe, and a lot of people felt like. Some people had more mixed reactions to the earlier episodes, but when they came back with the slight reboot, the soft reboot, most people said, yeah, it improved. In fact, the last 2 episodes were very warmly received, where people were really looking forward to it, but new executives came in. It's like, hey, they didn't make this show. They don't want anything to do with it. That's what happened here. There is a version of the Muppets, what was this called? I forget. Muppets Live Another Day. And, a new executive comes in, wants to put his own stamp on it, and they would rather not abandon the work. I agree, because here's the thing. What they had probably was good. I trust these people. Well, I trust Josh Gad a lot. He's actually done a lot of good work outside of Frozen, just to let you know. But, yeah, new guy comes in, doesn't want anything to do with it. So he cancels it. The decision to retool the planned Muppet Show will not impact the unscripted short-form series Disney Plus announced last month at D23. That show, Muppets Now, will feature beloved characters like Kermit and Miss Piggy alongside celebrity guests. Well, of course they're not going to cancel that one. If it's unscripted, then it probably doesn't cost much to make. Muppets is the second planned show that Disney Plus has scrapped. The streaming service has also recently abandoned plans for Disney villains drama Book of Enchantment from showrunner Michael Seitzman after having issues with the dark tone and budget. I think it was probably more to do with the budget than anything. Because here's the thing. Another thing we have to keep in mind is that Disney actually isn't doing so hot money-wise this year. I mean, that sounds kind of strange when you consider the fact that they have released $5 billion movies, so you would think they'd be doing good, and yet theme park attendance is down, which is really their bread and butter. There's been a lot of layoffs over there. They acquired the Fox movies, which granted, this is by their own design, but they have been failing. They have been losing a lot of money on those. And, they've been gutting Fox ever since. And, and Star Wars sales are down. Like, the toys are not selling. I mean, I'm not one of those people who dislike the new Star Wars movies. In fact, I personally think The Last Jedi is my favorite Star Wars movie. I know a lot of my viewers disagree with that, but that's fine. I think The Last Jedi is the best Star Wars movies we have gotten. Probably ever. I probably even like it more than Empire Strikes Back. I know a lot of you are going to click thumbs down just for that, but hey, it's true. It's true. It's fine. We can disagree on this. And yet, I'm not going to deny it has fractured the fan base, and the toys aren't selling as well. So, Disney, and here's the thing about the Disney Plus thing. There's no money in streaming, which is funny that a lot of these companies are like putting billions of dollars into streaming, but as Netflix has been doing for years, it's just not profitable. Now, it's a good little addition to what you're already doing. If you've got the parks, the merchandise, the ticket sales, the DVD sales, the music sales, if you have all of that, then the streaming service is a nice little feather in the cap for the people who typically don't want to buy any of that, but they still want to watch your product and they want it convenient. So hey, you will get those people, and heck, you'll even get the hardcore people like me who, just for convenience sake, will have a streaming service. I'm going to keep my DVDs just in case any of it ever gets removed, or say Disney should, hypothetically edit Dumbo or Toy Story 2, for example. But anyway, Disney has kind of been having a rough year. And so I think this is also like the Muppets, the Book of Enchantment, and all that stuff. I think part of that had to do with the fact that they just need to start cutting some corners. And, the Muppets was just one of the casualties of budget cuts because Disney's not been making the money that they thought they were going to be making. Heck, Disney even made like another announcement today, probably to kind of take a little bit away from this. I was actually surprised this became trending news, because for a brand that supposedly never makes as much money as Disney wants and is never embraced all that much, that Disney keeps continuously screwing up on, a lot of people still really like it. And I don't know what the solution is at this point. I really don't. Because I think Disney's in like a tough position with the Muppets sometimes. The Muppets are, at heart, family-friendly creations. Yes, they have adult humor, and adults can definitely enjoy them. However, kids also enjoy them. They should be G-rated, but with a little edge that's, winking, but not exactly in your face. And I don't think Disney understands that. They're like, well, we got to keep it family friendly, but research indicates that people like things when it's edgier, and yet whenever they try to push that edge, it really isn't warmly embraced. I don't know what the solution is. All I know is that this is very disappointing to me. I really was looking forward to this. Now, I'm not going to cancel my Disney Plus subscription. I'm one of the founding members. I'm locked into 3 years for $140, which is about $4 a month, and I don't have to think about it for 3 years. 3 years will be plenty of time for me to decide whether or not I want to keep Disney Plus long term. Things like this is not exactly instilling a lot of confidence in me, but hey, we'll have to see what happens. In the meantime, what do all of you think? Are you upset that Disney did this? Are you neutral? Do you not care? Or do you think it was the right thing to do, actually? I would love to know. Comment below, like, favorite, share, subscribe. If you enjoy my videos, consider becoming a Patreon member. It's totally optional, of course, but even as little as $1 a month goes a long way to helping the channel run smoothly, and you get access to my Patreon's exclusive blog. Also, I'm sorry, that's for the other channel. I'm sorry. And as always, flame responsibly. Have a good one.